Hey Wizards, guess what? It's Kieran Graveham, and I'm back for another exciting episode of the Death School walkthrough. It's been a couple days, but I'm super excited to be back, guys. We've got to beat up some Piscean troopers and get some information from them. I know it's been a day or so, and I'm thankful you guys are tuning in again. Again, school's getting kind of busy for me, so if you don't see me as often as we've been doing, don't stress, because I'll be around. Just getting everything going and getting everything working. I hope everybody's going good. I'm getting ready to start the first day of school. In fact, I will be getting home the first day of school as you guys are watching this, because I'm recording this the day before. So kind of excited about that. Got brand new students, brand new classes, got some new teachers I'm working with this year, teaching some physics and some chemistry. So I'm super stoked about it. Other than that, what we've got to do is we got to continue to work on our Explorer's Badge here in the great area of Celestia. Fantastic. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Thanks everybody who's taking a moment to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We do appreciate the support. The little things you do help. And guys, don't forget, drop me a note. Yeah, drop me a note here in the comments. Every comment I read and I respond to. I enjoy talking to you guys back and forth. If you want to enjoy the community, we have a small community on Discord. Discord link is somewhere on the channel. Click on it and join it. We'd love to have you be a part of it. We were talking about ranks, so come on by. Great. Just got to get another one of these Pisceans. But I want the Pisceans. I really don't want the wingfish. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So basically, what are we doing? Well, what we're doing is we're exploring. Yeah, we're explorers. And I forgot what deck I was on when I logged back in. Right now, I've got kind of like an experimental deck that I was using to beat the undead Rob guy, because I had to do that for my spell weaving quests, and it was okay. It was successful. We beat him, But it's just a moment in time, right? So now what we're doing here is I might need to change my deck out. I bet you we can use it for a boss fight. What do you guys think? Should I try using this for a boss fight? I think we will, because I know we got a boss fight coming up here pretty quick. So what are we trying to do right now? Right now we're trying to explore this area and get some information so that we can learn some Star School spells. Now we've already learned the basics from the trainers out there in the main area of Celestia, but now we're trying to get to some of the more advanced trainers so that we can learn some more advanced Celestian spells. I'm really kind of stoked about that. Rules about the walkthrough. I haven't talked about them for a while, so just to catch everybody up, let's go. Got to go use the orrery, right? Yes. Remember, our whole goal, guys, is to do all the main quests, right? And to go ahead and just do the full walkthrough. That means we're doing all the death spells and everything. And then I'm doing all the side quests between episodes. Now, I'll be honest with you, getting ready for school and trying to get all that has really kept me pretty busy. So that's why the videos have been a little bit less common as opposed to every day. Once I get into a good rhythm with school, though, we should be able to see these on a regular basis. So don't fret. If you're wanting more videos back again daily, they'll probably get back there again. It's just school, Gotta keep priority. Gotta take care of my students first, right?
You find a small mosaic tile wedged into the gears of the orrery.
Ah, there we go. Okay, now let's search the shark hut. Because we're trying to get these mosaics to fix the tile over there. That's what we were doing. Yep. Shark hut. In here?
A shark must have used this place to hide a small cache of mosaic tiles, perhaps to barter with. You take them.
Very good. Okay, now let's head back to Thornton Lewis. Very good. Sorry, it's been a couple days, and so I'm just trying to remember where I left everything. And I do believe the teleporter's over here. I wonder why they put it way over here. Sometimes, you look at the teleport position and think, why'd they put that way over there? Okay, Thornton. Here we go.
6, 7, 8, 9. You've recovered all the missing mosaic pieces. Smashing! Now you're ready to restore the mosaic floor to its former state. Head on into the chantry and see about putting the pieces back where they belong. That should put us ahead of the game.
Okay, let's get the chantry rocking again. Okay. Yeah, very good. Alrighty. Half the skill is not getting caught up in getting pulled in any fights, extra fights. Yep. Here we go. So let's fix the chantry. And look, there's Celestia right there. So that's a Celestia badge. That is Grizzleheim. Yeah, we didn't have Grizzleheim last time. There's Krokotopia. That one is Marleybone. Loving it. Mushu, of course. I think we had that. That's Wizard City right there. That's the Spiral. So there we go. That's the Chantry. Very nice. Look at that. You can see all the different worlds. I wonder if they added any of the worlds. I think it's mostly the worlds we've known. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of extra worlds in the Chantry. There's Dragon Spire floating there. Cool. Okay. Now, of course, we know there's a whole lot more worlds out there than just those, but we'll be exploring those much later on. Heck, just in this arc, there's a whole bunch more. Okay, Thornton, here we go.
Excellent work! You're the best student I've ever taught. You've done much to earn your way into the Stellarium, but you're not done. I've taught you all I can, and the next steps are yours alone. Go to the Astral Archive and see if you can cadge some more out of that archivist. That should set you on the right path.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Let's go to the Astral Archives and talk to the archivist and see if it can send us in the next direction.
I am the Archivist, a construct to aid research in the Astral Archive. I am the Archivist, a construct created to aid research in the Astral Archive. My empathic array detects that you are here searching for a means of entry into the Stellarium. Is that correct? Only Celestian citizens are permitted unrestricted access to the Stellarium. Temporary access to the Stellarium may be granted by allowing an empathic scan to determine suitability. Please present yourself to the Preceptors of Configuration, Conflict, and Contrivance for your evaluation. Once finished, return with the tokens denoting successful completion and place them in the security plinth. The Preceptors have been activated and are ready for your use.
Well, let's go, let's go do that. So we got to go ahead and get the Preceptors working. Got caught up there for a minute. Okay. So I think we've already seen some of these Preceptors already, or did we see well, anyways. So we got to go in and use the Contrivance Station. I think it said con job was the quest. That's kind of funny. Okay, so we got con it into thinking that we are a Celestian citizen. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh yeah, so here's the Contrivance Station.
The preceptor speaks at length about the creation of devices with magical properties. When it is finished lecturing you, the preceptor produces a small metal token for you. Good job.
Very good. Got that one done. Let's go ahead and do the other two. It'll be just like we did earlier, last episode, when we went ahead and went to the book learning on all three of these locations. Oh yeah, you got to watch. There's always some mobs wandering around in the center. There we go, configuration.
There is an extremely long lecture about Celestian philosophy, astronomy, and magic theory. At the end of the lecture, the preceptor produces a small metal token for you. Shiny.
Excellent. Token number 2 is gotten. Let's go. Look at the wolf there. Kind of cool. And the deer? Okay, so one more of these, right guys? The Conflict Station.
The preceptor lectures for a little while about identifying and resolving disagreements of all sort. When the lecture is complete, the preceptor produces a small metal token for you. Congratulations.
Great. Looks like I've gotten all the tokens. Let's go back out and talk to the Oh, we have to talk to the security plinth. That's right. So to the security plinth. Hopefully the tokens are going to get us access. I think that's what the goal is. So let's head on down here. There it is. One security plinth. Let's do this thing.
You fit the 3 course completion tokens into slots on the security plinth.
Okay, there we go. So I think that'll work. Let's see what the archivist thinks about it.
Congratulations. Your evaluation was a success, and you have been deemed worthy to enter the Stellarium. If you wish to continue, proceed to the pedestal immediately outside the doors of the Stellarium in the Grand Plaza.
Okay. We're going to pick up that side quest. Okay, so let's head out to the Stellarium pedestal in the District of the Stars. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Got a little bit of a frog in my throat. Okay, let's head over here. And let's enter the Stellarium. There it is. That's the pedestal right there. What you got? What you got?
The pedestal appears to be missing a small section of metal, a key of some kind. Perhaps Thornton Lewis knows about it.
Ah, so close. Yep. Now, Celestia is where the quest lines start to get a little bit longer. So there's a little bit more of these little mini quests between quests that we have to run across.
Funny you should mention something being missing. The other day I saw the Piscean leader, a big fellow named Brutus Starkwave, fiddling with that pedestal. I wager he knows something about your missing key.
Okay, so we got to go to the Starkwave's lair. Luckily enough, the quest arrow knows where it is, so we're going to follow this quest arrow and have a talk with Starkwave. I'm guessing his lair is down here. Oh, wow, look at that. Let's head on in and let's talk with this Piscean commander of sorts. Nice, very good, guys. Very good. Yeah. Very good.
This is no place for a surface dweller. Come on, boys. Fresh meat.
Okay, we're going to try to beat these guys with just what I have. So let's give it a shot. I'm kind of stoked to see if we can do it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do a little bit of that. We'll do a little bit of this. Ha 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 ha. Wow. He's coming out swinging, isn't he, guys? Okay. Well, you know what? This will get rid of the trooper, which will be a value. So we're going to go ahead and do it. Hit him hard. Ooh, that's a good hit. Nothing to shake a stick at. Not as big as it could have been, but hey. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to go ahead and amplify, and then we'll hit him and get some of our health back. With one target left, oh, you know what we really need to put in this deck is we need to put a reshuffle in case we need to reshuffle. Yeah, I hope that doesn't affect us much. Let's go. Yeah, he's swinging at us, so we got to make sure that we go ahead and keep our health going. Yeah, I think we got this. Tell you what, for a little 2-pip spell right here, with all of our boosts and a couple of things and a crit, this can do some damage. Nice. Okay. We'll get another blade up, and then we're going to finish him off. It's kind of fun finishing bosses off with ghouls, right? Wow, that crushed him.
The Piscean leader drops a piece of curiously shaped metal. It must be the missing key.
Haha! And before that, let's go ahead and grab another Zodiac Tomb. This is a side quest that I don't want to have to come back and do again, so yeah, we'll pick them up as we're going through. Try to do as many side quests at the same time as regular quests, because it's just, I don't know, it's just nicer that way. Speaking of which, before we go any further, let's go ahead and let's make sure we have one of these in there. There we go. Yeah, that's acceptable. Let's go and tell Thornton Lewis that we got the missing piece. The debris just gets in the way, that's all. Ah, yes. Okay, Thornton.
I think you finally got it. This is it. Now you can journey into the Stellarium and recover the Star of Celestia, the heart of the Stellarium. That artifact is crucial to understanding Celestia's star magic. Recover it and take it to the Grand Astrolabe in the Celestia base camp.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go ahead and get in there, and then we can take it to the Grand Astrolabe. Very good. Woohoo! It's dungeon time. So we got to recover the Star of Celestia here in the Stellarium. This is pretty cool. I'm going to point out some of the things I think are really neat. First off, we're going to make sure we don't get pulled into an extra fight. One of the cool parts of Stellarium is you got these Star Schools trainers. Now, I don't think there's anything I really need here. Actually, Empowerment's kind of a useful one. I'm going to... Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, these are newer ones right here. This Attenuate and the Starfall. You can actually cast that on your opponents. That's pretty neat. But Empowerment's the one I want. Yeah. Okay. That's actually really useful because... Yeah. I think it's useful because it really is useful to help getting those guys. So we gotta take on this Unamatus. Yeah, I think there's a few bosses in here, so we gotta take on each one of them before we can get to the main guy.
Do not proceed. Your defeat is inevitable. Spare yourself the humiliation.
Well, I think we can do this. Let's go. Yep. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna try. We're gonna work the thin deck this time. And you know what? I think we're gonna go ahead and use Scarecrow because that's going to help make sure that our health stays at max until the last fight. But you know what? We do have plenty of ghouls in our deck, so. I think we'll have every opportunity to do well. Let's hit him. Bam. First blade up. Let's go ahead and boost the Amplify action. Okay, now let's let's scarecrow. Nice. Back to full health. Okay. We're going to hammer him now with some ghouls. Nice. That was a good hit.
You have defeated me, but your weak mind cannot solve the problem that will let you pass. We guarded the gateway well, with a grid of flux panels. They must be linked to bring power to the gateway, and pass beyond. Though you can manipulate the pedestals and orient the flux panels anew, you are simply incapable of an arrangement that links them continuously. Such cleverness is beyond your human function. Do not waste your time attempting this challenge. Accept your limits with dignity.
Oh, so he thinks we can't figure out a puzzle. I bet you we can figure out a puzzle. Okay, so we have to use the energy shroud control in the Stellarium. Well, let's go do that. Apparently we're taking a long way around. I really like, one of the best parts about Celestia is the puzzles. Yeah, I think the puzzles are kind of cool. I think that's one of the things I thought they did really well when they were designing some of the dungeons, and the different puzzle options they gave us. They did a good job in Safaria too, but we're not there yet. So okay, here we go. So we just have to turn these around. That's not a problem. Easy peasy. There we go. One more, and I think we've got it. Got it. Now we can take on the boss. Guy named Selwyn, I think? Because it's telling us to go to Selwyn's chamber. Let's head on up here. Very cool, very cool. Ooh, I wonder if there's a lounge lizard in here. I always forget. Let's queue. Let's check. Lounge lizards. Base camp, grotto, district, Stellarium. Yeah, there is one. So we got to make sure we find the lounge lizard here before we take off. And I think he's actually down here. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so that's one of the tricky things that they did with these guys. They put some of these, search quests in dungeons. Yeah, that's part of the. So you got to keep your eyes out for them and make sure you're doing them. Okay, there's Selwyn right there.
My home was beyond the stars. I have dwelt in this place for time out of mind, serving and waiting. I will not surrender the secrets of Celestia's magic willingly.
Haha, I already used the trainer, so haha, I already figured it out. Let's go. Okay, so Selwyn. I forget how tough of a fight Selwyn is, but we're about to find out. So we're going to go ahead and do some boosting here. Oh yeah, they're going to come out swinging, but that's okay. We're going to get all that health back in a minute. Okay, let's health back up. There he is. Scarecrow's become one of our best companions. Take some of that, Selwyn. Okay. That's okay, I can take a little bit of meteorite. Okay. You know what? Let's throw a spirit plate up. Why not? Ah. It's okay, we'll just school him. Let's see what happens. Yeah. That's okay. We've got him on the ropes. Wow, I am just not getting any. I don't think that he'll move up any higher, so let's get a blade up at least. There we go, and we can slap one of those on the ghoul and finish the job. Wow. Let's try this again. Perhaps we won't fizzle this time. Wow, not as big of a hit as I was hoping it'd be.
You battled bravely and with honor. The light of the stars clearly led you to this place through the sea of night. I release unto you the Star of Celestia. Use it in pursuit of knowledge and learning. You may proceed. I
like how he solidified. He's not ghosty anymore. Very cool. Let's grab that Star of Celestia.
You remove the Star of Celestia from the Stellarium. It glimmers with astral power.
And let's not forget our Zodiac Tome over there, because we're collecting these. I highly recommend, if you like the lore, to make sure you read those. Okay, to the base camp. And we're going to start assembling the Grand Astrolabe. Because once we get the Grand Astrolabe together, that's going to allow us to go somewhere else. Okay, so the Star of Celestia, bam.
You slot the Star of Celestia into the Grand Astrolabe.
Looks very cool. Let's go catch up with Edith, because we still have a ton of work to do. Okay, Benchley.
Wonderful. You've done it. Now the secrets of Celestia Star School magic can be yours. You've done so much for us already, but there's so much more to be done. I'd send you on in the submersible, but it's not working just now. We need parts from the dirigible topside. I'm sure you're ready for a breath of fresh air and a spot of sunlight. Can you go to the surface and speak with Pierce Stanson? Pierce is our dockmaster, overseeing the landing area when we first arrived on Celestia. To get to see Pierce, you'll have to head up to the surface. He can set you up with the submersible parts.
Excellent, because we need to talk to Pierce about our next questing, our next crafting quest too. So that's nice. It's kind of funny sometimes the conversation's going on when you're doing stuff. How many of you were reading that conversation? Okay, let's go talk to Pierce. There he is. Let's do this thing.
Hello there. May I be of some assistance?
Hello. How did you get down there without me noticing you? Oh, you're after parts for the submersible. I've bad news then. It's been a relentless assault since we arrived, and now we're in a bit of a jam. Some dastardly saboteur has untethered our dirigible, the SGS Explorer. We kept our supplies on the dirigible, including submersible parts, to keep them from the water moles, but now the dirigible's gone. Suspecting the worst, we sent a search party after it, but the sea spirits bedeviled us and kept us from searching. If you're willing to help, you're my new best friend. I'm tapped for resources, and I'm so weary. Could you go and roust those blighters? Well, don't worry about hurting them. They're just adamant seawater. They reform in a jiffy.
Okay, and you know what? Let's go ahead and just
As the doc...
grab that. And you know what? Before we do any of that, let's head up here because I think there is a trainer up here. There it is, a Sun School trainer. And this gives us access to Monstrous. We definitely want to train Monstrous. Yep. And while we're there, let's go ahead and kick Giant off. And let's add Monstrous in, because that's going to be an extra 50 damage to each one of those spells. Loving... Oh, wait a second. Never mind. Let's go ahead and train Gargantuan, because that's the one I really want. So now, let's go ahead and... Sorry, I forgot Gargantuan was there. Otherwise, I would have just done Gargantuan. Bam! Now we're going to go put a hurt on these guys. Very, very cool. But you know what we're going to do is, if we're going to have Scarecrow in our deck, let's go ahead and actually have... Gosh, what's more important, a Scarecrow or a Blade? Here, let's do that. Let's go ahead and put Scarecrow in here. That way we can boost Scarecrow and get an even bigger hit with him. How's that sound? I think that's the ticket. Okay, we got to defeat these Sea Spirits for Pierce, right? Right, let's go do this thing. Sea Spirits, stop. Ooh, yes, let's go ahead and boost him up. Don't know why, but there you go. Gosh, can you imagine how hard my ghoul's going to hit now? We just boosted his hit up big times. Okay. My pips were kind of slow, otherwise we could have already hit these guys. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we are so over-leveled for Celestia now. That's one advantage of going through Winter Tusk before Celestia, is you tend to be fairly over-leveled, and these mobs tend not to be not that tough. But if you go straight into Celestia and you're at one level, the fights can be challenging. I remember when Celestia first came out, when they first released it, I came in here with my myth guy on level at the time. He didn't have any extra levels, and boy, some of those fights were pretty darn tough. I remember going to Winter Tusk and doing Winter Tusk because, I don't know, it just worked out better for me. Good deal. Okay, let's do this again, because we got to defeat 3 of these guys. One of the things I wish they would do here in the second arc from Celestia all the way through Chrysalis is reduce the defeating collects from 3 to like 2. Yeah, you know. I just think it'd be better from 3 to 2. Oops, looks like we got another Death Wizard here. Luna Tempest Scorch. And it looks like she's done Waterworks. Speaking of which, I really need to do Waterworks. I have not taken the time to run Waterworks at all. I got to find some time to do that, but school's just been so busy this last week of training and everything that you have to go through at the beginning of each year as a teacher can really take up a lot of your time. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. There we go. Let's do an item. Let's get this done. Well, apparently not this time. Dang it. Yep, the fizz is real. I like it when you get somebody chatty. It's always nice to talk back to people because that can make the game a lot more fun. And right now, I don't... Jeez. Let's boost Luna. Maybe she'll be able to strike. I didn't take a look and see what she had. Yeah, there we go. She had her scarecrow ready to go. That works for me. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay, Pierce. We did it.
Excellent work. They're certain to come back, but you've bought us some time. You know, it occurs to me that if we did something to calm the sea spirits, they'd leave us alone. There's an altar down the way that seems to be devoted to the Storm Lord, some sort of patron to the sea spirits. When we arrived on the beach, we saw that the water moles placed pieces of sea foam crystal on the altar. Now the sea foam crystal is gone, and I noticed the sea spirits leave the water moles well enough alone. Perhaps we should follow suit. Can you go and scavenge up some seafoam crystal from the beach and place it on the Storm Lord altar?
Sounds like a plan. Let's grab that seafoam. There's some more seafoam. We gotta get 4 of these. Boom. There's another one. Wonder if Rosalind's over there fishing. That would seem to make sense, you know. There's some more seafoam crystal right there. Let's go to the altar. Okay, altar. Very good. Very good. I'll quest with her for a little bit as we work through some of these. Okay. Okay. Pierce, what's up?
I hope that did the trick. The sea spirits were only part of the problem, I'm afraid. Some wild animals of a type we call jungle tooth are raiding our camp. Could you go and see what can be done about those fierce animals? They've 2 leaders, Wild Crag and Bristleclaw.
Okay, sorry. I was talking, letting her know I was working through the main quest. She was asking if I had energy. Oh, cantrips.
Defeating those 2 should show the rest of the pack that we're not to be trifled with.
Yeah, I can do some cantrip chests. We gotta defeat some Bristleclaws. Let's go defeat him. I don't know where she is, though. Gotta watch out for the bats when you're going to the Bristleclaws. Right? Oh, no. I was not being careful. Okay. Let's get these guys out of the way. There we go. Let's knock those 2 guys out. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay. I guess. We'll try it. But videos more... Oh, yeah, let's not get in there. Okay, so let's defeat the Bristleclaw. I'm kind of breaking my thing. Honestly, shouldn't be joining quest lines when I'm doing my questing though. Okay, let's defeat the Bristleclaw here. Ooh, another Zodiac Tome. Boy, that's a 3rd one this episode, guys. We are knocking them out. Wow, she's level 73? Look at her go. Okay. Yeah, so I was wondering, yeah, she's like about 10 levels ahead of me right now. Yeah. Wonder what she's doing running around here. Maybe she was just cantrip farming? Well, we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Ooh. Well, thank you. We do appreciate that. There we go. Let's hit him with some Deer Knights. I like hitting Deer Knights. Oh! He's death. He's going to have some resist. Well, let's see how this works out. Oh, very good. Looks like we're going to knock out this Bristleclaw. Wow. Looks like it didn't matter with everything else. Good. Gotta get that Zodiac. There we go.
The Hound.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it before I hop on this mount, and I hope you guys have a... Whoa, that's kind of odd. Hope you guys have a great day. This is Kieran Deathhammer, and that's all I have time for today. We'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.